things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Viking 18.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Hooker to throw it. Got his man. It's Williams. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. A give right side for Gibbs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hooker wants to change the look. Gibbs straight ahead. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
Ready.
Gibbs is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Gibbs. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Ryan touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Walton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Off-play action. Walton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So this is something we didn't see it all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
19 Lions. Gravity Lions.
On 2nd down, Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Back.
They'll sneak it, Hooker. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Ready.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Gibbs again, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. No CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw on 2nd down, Walton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Walton. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Walton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Tigers are back within a score. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3 because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Ready?
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Jamison Williams, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing to start the drive. Walton. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Looking to throw on second down. Walton. And his throw is incomplete.
And his drive was almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Walton. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
On the go. On the ball, on the ball.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hooker now on second down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point attempt to follow here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. The final shot before break. Walton. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So they take the flag. That comes with it.
Set, ready. Fight, fight.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
Down.
2nd and 9.
Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Walton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Love. He finds his... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
St. Brown in motion right. Now it's Gibbs.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Play action this time with Love. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's Love now back near his goal line. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Warrior 70.
Hooker now off play action.
Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Shrugs him off. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Hey, Chris.
St. Brown in motion right.
Ready.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
Forced out to his left.
Dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Black Ultra.
They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Set.
Following the interception, Love eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer there, a big mistake defensively.
Yeah, and even though you've got a quarterback out of the pocket and the rules change downfield, that doesn't mean the same rules don't apply with the QB. Anything more than one step, they're going to throw a flag on you every time.
Ready.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Trouble 38. Ready.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Drill 52. Edo blue.
Now Love.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Working out of the gun. Love. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually
inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now fourth down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Second and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Now Hooker.
Rolling to his right.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Ready.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go street.
St. Brown motioning left. Here's Hooker.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On the return is Jones. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
On the set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. In motion right comes Reed. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Flacco off play action. It fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay now.
Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Flacco. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
on 1st and 10. Walton. And Watson has it right side. Busting free at the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And it's a touchdown.
Aaron Jones from 8 yards out. And the Tigers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Walton. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Ready?
Now Love.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here we go.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Love.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. Love looking to throw it.
He's going to let it fly. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. All right, so then instead of a 2-score lead in the waning moments, that miss means they're going to need to sweat this one out after all, partner.
Nothing comes easy in this league. That could turn out to be a miss of disastrous proportions. So now they need to call on their defense one last time to bail them out.
Ready, set.
This is 1st and 10. Love. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Ready.
Here's 1st down.
Right. 97. Snap. Red. Ready.
Here's Love.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, this is nervous time now. They decided to go for it right there. Fortunately, still a little bit of time left for another shot, but this one almost certainly has to be in the end zone.
Let's go now. Yellow, go.
One last shot now for Love. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And Charles, in this one, the fourth quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated.